Bryan, how are you holding up physically at this point in the season, considering how much you pitched and pitched deep into the playoffs last year, and now you're working deep into October again? Just how is that wearing on your arm, or is it bothering you at all?
I think I've been feeling pretty healthy. The coaching staff been doing really good. The trainer's been working a lot on my arms too, so to keep me healthy. So that's probably the main thing that been making me be able to keep pitching in the postseason too.
One row behind with Chandler.
Bryan, I think in your first spring training, your first big league camp, I remember you being in awe of Justin Verlander. What's it been like to be his teammate since you've been with the big league club, and how much did you look up to him maybe growing up and watching him pitch?
I look up a lot to him, when I started to play baseball and I just heard the name of Justin Verlander, I started to look on him, and everything that he was doing was impressive at that time. I wasn't aware of everything of baseball because I used to be a basketball player, and when I started learning all that, I didn't thought in my life that I was being able to be a teammate of Justin Verlander all that, and that was a really huge privilege to me, and be able to consume all the knowledge that he has and learn from everything that he does. That's a privilege to me.
Other questions? David right here, and then Eric after that.
I'll ask this in English and then in Spanish. Bryan, 4 years ago, you were coming up and you saw these guys win a lot, and now 4 years later, year by year, you become more and more important in that bullpen. What's that journey been like for you? Hace 4 años estabas bien joven, veías a este equipo ganar mucho, y a través de los años te has convertido en una pieza cada vez más importante en ese bullpen. ¿Cómo ha sido ese proceso y esa trayectoria para ti?
I think to me was, learn, because I made my debut being a young kid and I didn't realize how MLB works and all that, and try to learn as fast as I can and all that, and try to figure out how to be consistent, to doing all the right stuff. That's probably the main thing that bring me here to this point. Para mí pienso yo que ha sido lo más importante que me ha pasado, aprender a ser consistente. Cuando debuté no sabía muy bien lo que estaba haciendo, y pues con el tiempo fui aprendiendo poco a poco y hasta que pude encontrar la consistencia de llegar a este punto en donde estoy ahora mismo.
Go straight back with Eric.
Hi, Bryan. I'm wondering about your slider that you use so much. Is that a pitch you've always had? How did it develop into the pitch that it is today?
My slider developed with time. At the beginning wasn't really good though, because I have more curve than a slider. And when I started to learn all that, I just kind of lean on the slider more because it's more aggressive into my arm slot and my arm speed. And that was probably one of the things that helped my slider to be more good.
Go to the third row here with Adam.
Bryan, when you walk off the mound after an inning, it looks like maybe touch your heart, touch your chest. Can you reveal what that message is about?
Every single time that I go into the game and all that, I just do it by the grace of God. I'm a kind of religious guy and all that, and everything that I do, I just play for Jesus. I just go everything in there. I don't care about the results. I just care about to compete and do everything right. And doesn't matter how the results going on me. I just being grateful with God to give me the opportunity to come out of the field healthy.
About 6 rows back on your left, Matt.
Hey, Bryan. Rafael Montero went through a little bit of a rough stretch for a couple of months in the first half. How did you just see him handle that?
Montero's, he's a veteran guy. He knows how to do everything. He just knows how to bounce back of the really bad moments and all that. That's baseball. That's everything. And us as a teammate, we just have to support him and try to help as much as we can with the mental part. I think that's the main thing that we help each other outside.
Go 1 row ahead with Chandler.
Bryan, Javier said that you organized all the bullpen guys wearing cowboy hats and Western stuff on the way here. Do you have any plans to dress up on the way back, and how often do you organize you guys dressing up like that?
That was an idea that came up when we went flying from Minnesota to Houston. We just planned all that, saying, okay, we just want to dress as a cowboy to fly to Dallas. And I just agreed with it. And when I got my outfit and all that, they didn't bother. I was like, come on, man, you just say we're going to dress like that. And then they figured out and bought everything.
And we'll go to 1 row ahead with Bryan and then Jerome.
You mentioned basketball earlier. Do you watch basketball? Is there a player or a team that you watch or follow closely?
Not really. I haven't been paying attention to basketball too much. I've been worried about much stuff on baseball and all that, but I used to just watch certain players and all that. Like, I used to watch highlights on Instagram and all that, so that's the only thing that I can do right now.
We'll go right up front with Jerome here.
Speaking of wardrobe, you change necklaces regularly, and then you had logo for a while, and now a different one. How do you decide which one to wear? Is there some superstition in which one you decide to wear and when?
Not really. I just broke this one when I was playing the WBC, and when I couldn't fit it, I just got the chance to get the Astros logo, and I just got the opportunity to wear it. And for a while, when I faced this one, I just came back with my flag.
Nothing to do with your streak or
No, sir.
We'll go back to Matt.
Just before Game 3, you hadn't been allowed to run since July 15th. I was just wondering, how aware were you of that, and was there any just sense of, I guess, I don't know if disappointment is the right word, but after that outing, just given the run of perfection?
I think that's part of baseball. Obviously, every single time that I go into the media or something that show up, that I was doing everything like really good in the past 3 months and all that, and after that I allowed that run, I just say, okay, we just keep it going on track. That's part of baseball. That's just a run, and we just have to move forward and keep it to try to throw more serious in the coming games.
Other questions for Bryan? All right, Bryan, continued success. Thanks for your time. Jen Lloyd, thank you. And that concludes today's pregame.